Hi guys, how you doing? It's Stephen from James Glen Car Sales. Today we've got one of our favourites. We've got a BMW M2 Competition. It's in Hockenheim silver with the black leather, but it's got the orange detailing and the stitching inside. It's also got nice gloss black interior rather than the dry carbon. So really nicely spec'd, and it's quite a nice interesting combination with the orange and the Hockenheim. 22,000 miles, lovely condition, which we shall go through over the course of the video. So let's get started. At James Glen Car Sales, all the vehicles are bought through our own in-house car buying service. We won't buy anycar.com, but we might just buy your car and for a great price. If you have got a sports or prestige vehicle and you're looking for a valuation, we would love to hear from you, and you can get in touch by clicking the link in the description below. We won't buy anycar.com. Once we buy the cars into stock, they all go through an 82-point pre-sale inspection, which is carried out at a third-party workshop. Once the cars are checked off, any mechanical work carried out, the cars then come back for a detailing session, and all the paintwork is fully corrected through either a 1, 2 or a 3-stage paint correction process, and that leaves us with this lovely finish that you see on all of our cars. We don't just valet here guys, we do proper detailing, and hopefully if you look through all the other videos you will see that that is the case, regardless if it's a wee Golf TDI or if it's a brand new or a 6-month-old BMW M2 you can see just in the back there. So now we're at the front of the M2, we can get a good thorough look over the condition. Now I need to point out guys, this car has been PPF, so that stands for paint protection film. You won't really see it in the camera, I'll try and show you, but there's a very tiny line just in the outer edge where the PPF stops, and the car's original paint is just underneath. So it's a really expensive thing to have applied, but it means that you can then drive the car, you don't need to worry about stone chips, whilst the paintwork underneath is fully protected. PPF has come on a really long way. It used to be quite dull and matte, and it almost made the paintwork look like orange peel. You could see it a mile away, and a lot of people just used to get it up to here and they had a big line across the bonnet. But if we never told you this car had PPF, it's that good, you wouldn't even be able to tell. So as you can imagine, the front of the car is absolutely perfect, no marks on it, but we'll just take one more glance over the front. We'll look at the light lenses as well, just to make sure that there's no chips or marks. But yep, all in excellent condition. You see a couple of small chips just under here. They look like they've been done before the PPF went on, but again guys, you'll be struggling to pick them up in the camera. Looking down the passenger side of the car, just what we're looking for here is we're just looking for parking dents, any scratches or scrapes that you guys need to know about. Can't see anything from the front. We'll do the same in reverse in a wee second. Front passenger wheel, we're on a Michelin Pilot Super Sport. Alloy wheel is in good condition, and the brake caliper is all nice and bright blue. Worth pointing out, an M2 or any M car that's been tracked, these quite quickly discolour. So if you're looking at one and the calipers are believe it or not, green or brown, that's an indication that a car has had some track action, which in itself, you know, at the end of the day, these cars are phenomenal on track, but some people are always a wee bit apprehensive about buying a car that's been used on a track. You can say with a fair amount of certainty that this car has not seen that type of driving, and that's primarily down to the bodywork condition and also the colour of the calipers. So when you do a track day, you need to put high temperature pads in, and that heat is then transmitted through into the caliper, and then the heat bakes off that lovely blue powder coat. So anyway, enough about that, back to the car. Rear near side wheel free from damage, and we've got a Michelin Pilot Super Sport on the back as well. The little serrated mark on the top of the door handle gives us an indication that the car's got keyless entry. Really nice option, something we don't find on BMWs too often. Again, looking across here, we can see that it's got the little button there for the heated steering wheel. It's got the illuminated M2 logos on the backrest, and it's also got the nice, I'm sure that's sunset orange or secure orange stitching, and also the perforations in the leather. Really nice. Lifts the cabin, because that's one thing about the M2s, they were always kind of marked down a bit for the cabins being a little bit plain. The competition gives it the M3, M4 seats, and the orange stitching just lifts them again, and it's also got the gloss black inlays on the dashboard and on the centre console, giving it a bit more of a premium feel. Harman Kardon audio, and we've also got electrically adjustable seats with the lumbar adjustment as well. So from the rear of the car, just looking down the length of the just looking down the length of the the passenger side, and I'm happy to report that there is absolutely nothing to highlight. No parking dents, scratches or scrapes. While we're down here, we get a look across the back bumper from the passenger side and along the top of the rear bumper. Just the areas that you can usually find, you can pick up marks through normal use. So it does have the optional folding rear seats, which isn't a particularly expensive option, but it's very, very handy, and it means that you can use the vehicle for maybe carrying a bike, or dare I say it, even an IKEA run. Got trademark 4 exhaust outlets, got the reverse camera up there as well, and your parking sensors along the rear bumper. Rear sun protection glass, which to be fair most of them seem to have. Looking down the driver's side of the car, just looking for any imperfections that we can go a bit closer on, but there is absolutely nothing to report. Rear driver's wheel, free from any damage. Also in a Michelin Pilot Super Sport, and the brake disc and everything all in good shape in the back. Caliper, nice and bright blue. A bit odd if one was bright and one wasn't right enough. And looking down from the front to the back, again guys, nice clean straight Hockenheim bodywork from one end to the other. Final wheel, just looking around the outer rim, you can see no damage, brake disc in good condition, just like the caliper. So looking in through the driver's door, taking a good look at the steering wheel. Usually I find the steering wheel starts to wear at 2 o'clock position first, so we're looking for a nice matte finish all the way right around the steering wheel. That's all lovingly striped up during the detailing process. All the entry plates and everything in good condition, and we've also got a 2-stage memory for the electric seat on the driver's side. Outer bolster in excellent condition, along with the outer bolster on the base. But it is a low mileage car, so we're really not expecting to see any wear and tear. Elbow marks here. Sorry, this is where you normally find elbow marks, and maybe the odd little mark on the door pull, but it's all in excellent condition. So we'll hop in now, get the car started. Now it does have a tyre pressure warning light on the dash, because one of the tyre pressure valves is needing replaced, which is in the process of being carried out. Current mileage, oops. Yep. Right guys, I just need to go through this process to get out of the way. I'll go through the rest of the cabin while we're waiting on this. Full drive power. M cars don't allow you to exercise full performance of the engine, which is, in my eyes, a great thing until the oil and the coolant is up to operating temperature. Good way of protecting itself from people that are not mechanically sympathetic. Sit nice and low, really nice driving position. There we go, 22,666 miles. And we've got the wee light on up there for the tyre pressure monitor. One of the best steering wheels in my humble opinion, nice and retro, just the right size, just the right girth, the right thickness, and the paddles have got a nice shift weight to them as well. Got usual auto lights, auto wipers, got our cruise control, your 2 settings for your M drive depending on, so these are both configurable. You can have your weekend settings, you can have your weekday settings, and then you've got your 3 different settings for your DCT dual clutch transmission as well. So let's give it a rev. So as the engine is cold, don't want to rev it too hard, take up to about 3000 RPM on these videos. Put the camera outside, hopefully you can hear it a bit clearer. Seriously quick cars these. Why people intend and mapping them is beyond me, but their driving ability must be better than mine, because 410 horsepower and an M2 is plenty for myself. So let's get a look under the bonnet. We're immediately confronted with this beautiful big carbon fibre strut brace, which only features on the competition. It doesn't feature on the OG. So this car comes with an S55 M-Power engine, which is charge cooled. That's what this guy is here, twin turbocharged, and just an absolute powerhouse of a thing. Unbelievably responsive, and the power as the RPM builds really becomes incredibly noticeable further up the RPM over the non-competition car, if that makes sense. So as I say, normal driving, they're quite comparable, but once you really start to push the competition on, you really see the quite substantial gap in performance between the two different models. So there we are, that brings us to the end of the video. Hope you found that useful. My name's Stephen. If you'd like to give us a wee call at the garage, if you've got a part exchange, or if you'd like a quote for finance, you can give us a call here on 01236 779 779,000. Say that again, 01236 779 9000. There will be a link to this actual car in the description below. So you can click that, take you through to all the pictures, and when you're on the website, if you want to send us a wee message, you can do that by email. As you are looking at an M2 competition on YouTube, I'll put a link to a car review up here that I think you might find interesting. Also, as you are looking at one of our walk around videos, if you would like to consider subscribing to the channel, that way you'll not miss any more up and coming stock dates or any more aforementioned road tests, and you can do that by clicking this button just down here. Thanks again guys for making it to the end of the video. Really appreciate it, and hopefully I shall see you in the next video or in the comments below. Thanks, bye bye.